I want to persuade any of you who are into magic and into crazy ritual stuff away from Satanism. You can do ritual magic without being satanic. I know a lot of people get into it. When I was in high school, um, and the craft came out, all the fucking chicks turned into witches. It was a phenomenon. They loved that movie. And the gothic chicks have always been a little bit on the witchy side. But you don't have to be satanic. If you get into a cock rock band that's like a bunch of hairband fucking guys, like those 80s rockers, like Slayer and shit, they like getting into Satanism because they think it'll piss their parents off. But it's not really cool. It's not cool. There are plenty of ways to get the same goals without having to worship the fucking devil. Do I believe there's a devil? I think that there's something. There's obviously something, but I think it's a. I don't look. I don't know. Most of the Satanists, if you listen to Mark Passio, when he was in with them, they're all about twisting the society and getting the society to believe fucked up shit. Men and women fighting with each other. Things like we're experiencing now. And we are. There's not been a time more than now that there's ever been more women just hating men. And men are starting not to be able to put up with women the way that they are because they're so entitled. And these are the things they want to do. And if you want to gain power by stripping it away from other people, there's such better ways. There's so many better ways. There are ways you can connect with the elements. There's ways that you can connect through your breathing. There's so many things that you can do that isn't satanic, that you could raise your power and you could do things. You could have abilities. You could work on your psychic nature. You could work on your own gifts. And you could be a real help in this world in a time where we need people to be using these gifts to come together. We need to be able to build community. We need to be able to meditate and change the consciousness. If we were able to meditate and focus on the same goal, like one goal, it changes reality. You know? The world system is a satanic system. You can see the way they operate. Are people that control and are in power, what are they doing? They're cannibalizing children. They're ritually traumatizing them to get them into MK Ultra and shit like that. We don't need a future like that. I don't have to tell you, if you're a magical person, if you have the ability to open up your mind, believe and understand what magic is, don't be on the dark side. Don't be trying to build, don't try to be a dark lord. Do your shadow work and fucking get on with it. It should be a no-brainer. It really should. There's a lot of different modalities, and I'm not talking about pagans being satanic. I'm talking about Satanism. People that believe in inverting the star. If you invert the star, you're putting the material above the spiritual, and it's enslavement, and it's the improper balance for our template. You don't go walking around on your head. It's the same thing when they did this shit on Facebook. Years ago, they put the pride flag, and everybody was putting the pride rainbow over themselves. They have that rainbow backwards too, with the purple down and the red to the top. That's another inversion tactic to have all your energy being spent on your lower chakras. You know, you don't want to have all your energy caught up in survival, sex, and ego. I mean, what's the point of that? You boost your ego up and you feel like you're a badass because you do some satanic shit. It makes you feel like you're powerful. What, you're gonna fucking make a pact with a demon and fucking lose your soul, be incarnated on some hell world after this as a slave to some being? Why would you want to do that? Your life's not that miserable. It doesn't always have to. Good doesn't mean you have to be a pussy at all. In fact, if you want to be powerful and strong, step up for what the fuck is right and not this bullshit. I just see a lot of people, and they're just so enamored in the clothes, the look, the style, and, you know, they think that it's just a game, or, you know, it's some fantasy escapism shit, and it'll ruin your life. When you have demons affecting your life, they do harm to people around you. And you open the pathway to the demonic, and those demons that are making you smarter, helping you out, they're fucking crippling those around you, and ultimately you. Because you're going to have to pay all that back. You don't get anything in this world for free like that. It's just a foolish thing. And there's so much anti-Christian propaganda going on because the church has mismanaged the whole message of Christ as it is. It's about your heart. It's about you treating other people like you yourself want to be treated, and standing in that peace and presence inside of your soul to know what your own power is, and that your power is driven from within you, not outside. I'm not your dad. You know, it's not for me to tell you what to do, but I'm pleading with you to see if you're into stuff like that, to try to consider another way, because it's really bad. It is really bad, and it's not anything you would want to participate in. And some people joke this, you know, nothing's real. They have this nihilistic attitude that nothing makes a fuck, that's all made up. And you know what? Maybe it is, but you don't fucking know either. You can't just say the Bible's made up. You don't fucking know. You weren't there. Neither was I. You know, if you want to believe in something right and good and then live that out instead of being another fucking asshole egomaniac trying to make their name bigger and better than everyone else's. There's always a bigger fish, and there's always a bigger fucking tough guy to fuck you over. I'm just imploring people to look inside their soul and bring out those natural gifts that they have, because we don't know much down here. But one thing that you can trust is that if you fight the good fight, you're going to get something for it. You're going to come out of this ahead.